This video is just a little review of a bioblending system at a truck stop. So we've got coming in, we've got two 3-inch diesel lines that come together to a 4-inch. And then it goes through our diesel meter. Here's where it gets the bio added to it, but from here, from this point forward, it's blended. It gets mixed through the meter to make the blend, mixed up better. Then it goes out as a blended product, and it's going out to the truck lanes, and then the smaller pipe here is going out to the auto diesel. This pipe across the middle is a bypass. In the event that we have to do any work on this that would take the system offline, this bypass can be opened, allowing them to sell fuel. You would close this valve and close that valve, and then you can do whatever you need to over here. An example of what that might be is if a piece of debris would get into this meter and it wouldn't turn, you'd have to open it and clean it. While you're doing that, you would have the bypass opened. That's the most likely thing that would happen. This is the bio pump and motor, 3-phase motor, 5 horse. There's the bio suction line, comes up through a strainer, check valve. Bio meter is the black thing. This is a port for priming the bio pump. And this is where the bio gets added into the path of the diesel. On the wall, we've got a sub panel. Here is the variable frequency drive that runs the motor, the 5-horse motor, and it runs that motor based on a signal coming from the controller. The controller here is our design. It's currently in operation. You can see it says active. Nobody's pumped it very much. This place is brand new. It's just opening. The last amount somebody got was less than 3 gallons. But so the way it works is as soon as somebody starts to pump diesel, this meter will turn. That meter turning will tell this controller that somebody's pumping and how much they're pumping and how fast. This will in turn tell the VFD to run this motor, which runs this pump, which this meter provides pulses to this box to indicate bio movement. So this box will run this motor at whatever speed necessary. Here we go. Somebody's going to begin to pump here. You can see it's flowing at 2 gallons a minute, a little bit here and there. They're not quite going yet. You can see the VFD starting to trigger whenever anybody. Come on, let's commit to it. That's pretty slow, 1 gallon a minute right now. Let's get some faster flows, people. Good to see this operate. I don't know why it would only operate that. There we go. You can see the shaft of this motor turning. Let's go. This is, of course, a brand new site opening. They're still getting air out of the system and dealing with other small issues at startup. So that probably accounts for the sporadic nature that we're seeing. Well, maybe they're not going to get pumping after all. We may be seeing a technician working on a pump. Let's go. You can see that we are responding anytime there's diesel movement. You can see how slowly we have the ability to turn that pump. Very, very slowly. It may be that I would like to reduce the sensitivity of this, but really, if I just let it go, once they get up and operational, this is going to be totally fine. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to get going, so I'm going to turn this off, and I guess the only other thing I could show you is what we're in. We're in the shed that is an option. If you buy one of these bioblending systems, this is what you would get. It has the lights already. It has the light switch, has an outlet, has an exhaust fan for running when it gets too hot, and it has a baseboard heater for when it gets too cold. Well, I'm sure it'll settle in once they get some. Oh, here we go. Maybe we're gonna. No, they're still purging the lines or whatever it is they're doing. I was hoping somebody might pump consistently. That sounds a little consistent. 1 gallon a minute. Okay, signing off.